Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So guys, today we are diving deep into some fascinating political developments coming out of Washington DC. Developments that could shape the future of American politics for the years to come. So, guys, what is happening? Recently, former President Donald Trump made headlines again, not for himself, but for naming potential successors who might carry forward his MAGA movement into the next presidential race in 2028. And guess who came up? There are two names coming up: Vice President JD Vance and Senator Marco Rubio. Now, JD Vance, the current vice president, has responded to these comments. So, who are these players? What does this mean for the Republican Party? And what lies ahead? So, guys, let's break it down. So, for this, firstly, we need to have some background of this issue. First, let's understand the bigger picture. Donald Trump, who remains a dominant figure in the Republican Party even after his 2024 comeback to the White House, has a strong base called the MAGA movement, which stands for Make America Great Again. This group has deeply influenced GOP politics over the last decade. Trump's influence extends beyond himself. He is interested in who will carry this torch forward. And recently, during a press conference tied to the upcoming 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, Trump was asked a simple but loaded question: who does he think will be his next here? Who will carry the MAGA banner in the 2028 presidential election? Trump's answer was very interesting. He said JD Vance, the sitting vice president, is most likely his next successor. But he also mentioned Senator Marco Rubio, suggesting that maybe Rubio and Vance could work together in some form. So, guys, now JD Vance is somewhat unique figure in this landscape. Before politics, he was known as an author and venture capitalist, famous for his books Hill by Elegee, which touched on the struggles of working class Americans. He then stepped into politics and rose quickly, becoming Trump's vice president. On the other hand, Mark Rubio is a well known Republican senator from Florida with a long history in national politics, previously a presidential candidate himself in 2026. So Trump's naming of these two men signals that he is thinking strategically about the how mega movement will evolve. It's like he is planting seeds for the future, saying these are the leaders who might carry the cause. So, guys, let's see what JD Vance said on this. Now, JD Vance didn't just stay silent. When reporters asked him about Trump's comments during a meeting with British Foreign Secretary David Lammy, Vance responded carefully but firmly. He said, I'm not really focused on the politics of 2028 or even 2026. If we do a good job for the American people, the politics will take care of itself. So this was the genuine response from JD Vance. In other words, Vance is playing it cool, signaling that he's focused on the job at hand, governing today's America, rather than getting caught up in the speculation about future elections. This is a classic political move. By not committing or rejecting Trump's suggestion outright, he stays in the spotlight without alienating Trump's loyal base. It's also a smart way to avoid unnecessary distractions. So, guys, what exactly happened so far and what does it means? So, what does all this back and forth mean? First, it shows that Trump's influence over the Republican Party is far from over. Even though Trump is president now, he is already thinking about who comes after him, and that's unusual for a sitting president. Secondly, JD Vance's careful response shows how he is aware of the high stakes and the internal dynamics of the GOP. He is walking a fine line between being loyal to Trump's base and establishing his own leadership in identity. And third, Marco Rubio's inclusion is interesting. Rubio had a complicated relationship with Trump. At times, he has supported Trump, but at other times, he has been critical as well. Trump's suggestion that Rubio might team up with Vance hints at a possible unification of different GOP factions, a strategic alliance to consolidate power. So, guys, what happens next? Looking ahead, the political landscape over the next few years will be crucial. The 2026 midterms will be a big test for the Republican Party. If Vance and Rubio, alongside Trump, can unite the party and win significant victories, that could set the stage for a strong 2028 campaign. JD Vance will likely try to build his profile as a competent leader focused on policy success. Rubio may try to play the role of an elder statesman, bridging traditional GOP conservatives and Trump loyalists. However, internal party tensions could also rise. Some Republicans may resist the Trump's influence and others may compete with Vance and Rubio for leadership. And let's not forget the Democrats. They will be watching closely and preparing their own strategies to counter this emerging GOP dynamic. So, guys, what is my take on this? What do I really think about all this? I believe JD Vance is trying to navigate a very complex political terrain. He is young, relatively new, and carries the heavy expectations of a movement as powerful as MAGA. His focus on governance rather than electioneering shows maturity, but he also can't ignore the political realities that are already shaping his future. Trump naming Rubio and Vance together is a smart tactical move. It shows that Trump wants to keep the party unified, as at least publicly. But behind the scenes, there will be a lot of jockeying for influence. Ultimately, the next 4 years will test these leaders' abilities to keep the Republican Party together while appealing to a broader American electorate. Whether Vance or Rubio or any other candidate emerges as the MAGA here depends not only on Trump's backing but on their ability to deliver real results for the American people. The US political environment is dynamic and often unpredictable. So while these names are hot right now, anything can change fast. So guys, that's all for today's decode. The road to 2028 is already being paved, and these early signals from Trump and Vance are just the beginning. So, if you found this video helpful, please like this video, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of politics. And do share your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think will really deserve and lead the GOP in the coming years? Until next time, stay informed and stay curious. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.